So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted you're here to witness, solve, whatever you may be doing with me. I sure hope you're here to solve this grid with me. But one of the things I love about the Guardian community is you're all so very supportive and charming and giving and just flat out nice. So it's good to see you. I'm so glad to be here. Today we are having a 2023 Trapiche, and this is one of the oak cask Malbecs, and I'm looking at it here on the white light from the phone, and it is such a deep, deep ruby. It is absolutely gorgeous. On the nose, it is a splash of raspberry, like an explosion splash of raspberry, right? It gets all that stuff going back here on where the mandibular joint is like, it makes it, it's like you're going to be getting something really sour and tart there. But vanilla as well, some oak, and some tertiary stuff in there too, maybe like blackberries and so on. But yeah, it seems like this is a blackberry plum type of palate thing. Their wine has rested a great deal, but it is still, I would say, platinum halo. I'd say that this is light. I would definitely say that it's extremely smooth. Not any tannins to speak of with this one. Definitely a dry wine, or I probably wouldn't be drinking it, or I'd be making a really awful face. And I definitely say if you're looking at it from the quaternary, I would say that it is definitely soft versus acidic. Probably about 13-14% alcohol, but it's not apparent on the nose, but on the palate. Très magnifique. It really is a good wine. I'm giving this like a 3.8, 3.9. I mean, this is absolutely a phenomenal wine. It would go with anything, really. But this one probably wouldn't be limited to, beef, pork, poultry of any sort. Really fabulous. So, good stuff all the way around. Fantastic job here from the Trapiche Vineyards. This is fantastic. If I ever get to Argentina, I've got to see this place. Okay, let's hop into this grid. Been looking forward to it all day, actually. I don't get tense about it anymore. I figure, I just ain't gonna know most of it, so I'm gonna do what I can, and then I'm gonna learn something from it, right? So let's put our mouse in here and then slowly get the heck away from there like we were never there. So emergency call from Cruise Entertainers. We got 7 and 4, and maybe abandoned ship. Well, for the first shot right over the bow here, I guess that's apt. Let's see what we got down here on this A. So active. Drag to the bank. 1 uncomfortably placed. 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. Fish out of water. So active. Drag to the bank. The 14325 tells me a fish out of water because the clue is just very spot on. 1 uncomfortably placed, right? Be like dragging me into a neurosurgeon's convention and asking me to give a 30-minute talk. Oh, I would do it. But you bet I'd be doing some studying for at least 10 minutes ahead of that, right? We talk about being a fish out of water, so. Out of water. I feel pretty good about this one, too. I feel like it's just right there in it. I think that's awesome. So, monsoon crushing one's fruit. Okay, no idea. Are you letting me start, mate? 5 letters. Oh, probably get something. Just need to get something to go with that. Receptacle bust into pieces in row. Or row, I suppose. 7 letters. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. All right, looked at that one. Let's see. Many learners use this vehicle, but not to drive. 6 and 3. Okay, I'm thinking this is coming to me. What do we got here? Intelligence forbidden to Americans. This U here tells me we're going to the Greek, maybe news. And I can see the clue because no US, right? Kind of works, right? Okay. Cooler pair with one boy. Cooler pair with one boy. Okay. What we got over here? In Vietnam, a stealthy gesture of greeting. Seven letters. Is this by any chance an M? Thanks to the French, an Anglo-Saxon settled in the Midlands. Mercian? Extraordinary third eye that is passed down to the generations. Well, I don't know what the extraordinary third eye is, but passed down the generations could be hereditary. Does this help with anything? Yeah, I mean, I think this could be Mercia, but then thanks to the French and Anglo-Saxon settled in the Midlands, so Mercian maybe? Discontent of one group of nations with the other. Discontent could be unrest, and then one group of nations with the other, so maybe UN and rest. All we can do is try it. You wouldn't believe how I used yesterday to study. Today on the train, study, reading every article I could find. I'm telling you, I am just doing all I can to get right into this, right? You know? Legendary bowler out for a duck. Notice, perhaps, to keep away from a soldier's effects. Okay, so a duck could be a drake. And legendary Sir Francis. But what that has to do with bowler, I have no idea, but you can bet your socks that I will be reading up on this one. Notice perhaps to keep away from a soldier's effects. This could be private property. It kind of works, really, because you think about it. I mean, a soldier is the property of the crown in the UK. In the US, I mean, that's why they say government issue. I mean, you're a GI. I mean, you don't own you. You get a sunburn, you're in trouble because you're damaging government property, right? I mean, there's no personal anything to it, right? So, private property. And so the holders of the ashes, urns. And turf laid over earth is saturated. Sodden. I guess this is an easy Monday because I'm having fun on this one. I'm having a blast, right? Spooner's insect, unable to rise, had a little sleep. Okay, so LT actually came through for me and explained to me what a spooner was. Spoonerisms. Dressed for celebration, one made for a return. Dressed for celebration, one made for a return. Gesture of greeting, namaste. So namaste, maybe? Dressed for celebration, one made for a return. This is probably an investment, and this is so clever because you're talking about investment in your vestments. If you're in your holy orders, right? So if you're the priest, you're celebrating mass, right? But also an investment is made for a return. Like, I'm giving you X amount of dollars to start your company, and in return, I want some change. What a clever grid. Well done, Vulcan. Gosh. Can we be friends? This is great. So receptacle. This says receptacle. Bust into pieces in row. And I don't understand, except that maybe there could be a dust up if you have a row. But a dustbin, right? A dustbin. It's a receptacle. That's what you got all over the place. I read an article one time. I read a headline in England. It was hooligans turned over dustbins last night or something like that. I thought, wouldn't it be so nice if that was the headline in Chicago instead of 12 murders, in the first 30 minutes, of whatever. I mean, yeah, that's not problems, These are good things. You got a good thing going there, right? I mean, hooligans turning over dustbins. I mean, it's okay. Are you letting me start, mate? Okay, I'm hoping I can get some of these others, though. Many learners use this. The B and that S down there. Many learners use this vehicle, but not to drive. It's a school bus. It's a school bus. It's gotta be. Please tell me this is a school bus. I feel like I'm not a fish out of water right now. This is great. Cooler pair with one boy. I mean, a cooler could be a prison. And pair with one boy. So you could have a pair, PR. And maybe one son. I'm still trying to figure out how to get into the head of the setters. I mean, I just don't know. Monsoon crushing one's fruit. And are you letting me start? Mate. Mate could be an amigo. I guess I haven't noticed if there's a lot of Spanish slang in Britishese. So monsoon crushing one's fruit. I mean, this looks like raisins. Crushing one's fruit would be the sun drying them out. I don't know how to interpret that clue at all. I'm not saying it's a bad clue. I'm just saying I can't figure it out. Head for motorway on right. Okay. A coup. Getting place at school. Well, I have no idea getting place at school, but a coup is a putsch. I hope I spelled that right. Hack out a path and picture exposing the interior, and that would be a cutaway on both ends. So I guess those are two. I guess we got two definitions. Oh, why can't they all be like this? A London attraction with pulling power. Are we talking about the tower and that would turn to tower, pulling power? Are we talking about torque here, right? This is great. Oh, I feel like a rock star with this one. Head for motorway on. I have no idea what that is, though. Okay, so took a while. Took a while. Unnecessarily tend laundry that's to be spun. Took a while. Took a while. Borrowed? No, I think maybe some of my study is unnecessarily tend laundry that's to be spun. This looks like redundantly to me. And that would be unnecessarily. But tend laundry that's to be spun. Redundantly. No idea. No idea. But they're lining up, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. No yacht moves as fast as this imagined thing. So no yacht moves as fast as this imagined thing. Redundant, I'm doing it. So no yacht could anagram to a tachyon, and a tachyon, for those of us who nerd out over quantum and astrophysics, is pretty much a contrived thing, right? You know, it's theoretical. So I'm gonna go with a tachyon. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it fits in this particular grid. It's up there. Okay, so Spooner's insect. I'm not getting that at all. It's 9 letters. Wine is nastier when drunk. Wine is. Don't have an A in that, but I've got an A in nastier. And nastier could 7 letters. And I've got 7, and that could be Retsina. The Greek one. Spooner's insect unable to rise, had a little sleep, catnap. Got it. I don't know why I get so I don't know. I don't even know what I'm not getting anywhere. I don't know where that's even coming out of. Why it's even coming out of my mouth. Reveal daughter has got into a university. So reveal could be to admit. It got into a university, to be admitted. I'm sure there's something else going on with the admit. But, oh man, I don't know what's going on at 16 across, but, or here for that matter. A character would have to get changed to make immense plunge. Immense plunge. To make immense plunge. You gotta immerse yourself to... You gotta plunge to immerse yourself into something, right? Otherwise, you'll just be a fish out of water. Immerse. So a character would have... So it's the S has got to... The N's gotta go and... Oh, yes. Oh, I hope tomorrow goes as nicely as this. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving this. This is great. It's just wonderful. And this looks like promontory, but I don't know what any of that means. I'm going to just throw it on in there because Colonel Voorhees told me in a comment, and when Madam Colonel speaks, I try to listen. She said, I wish you would just put your guesses in. Yes, ma'am. Mais oui, Madame Colonel. I feel pretty good about this whole thing, so I'm going to raise a glass and hope I didn't fat finger something. How did we do, Bob? Oh, my. Oh, get us back on track here. Okay, yes! Yes! All right! Yes, okay. Oui, yeah, si. Fantastic. Oh, man. All right, Vulcan. Now, can we be best friends? Let's bring down our Bannier Dadu. I want to let you guys get going. It's already late as it is. Thank you so much for your patience with me. This Yank doing his best to get through these crosswords, these cryptics. I'm telling you, though, I'm having a blast with it. I really am. I am learning so much about it, and I feel when I get up to the UK, and specifically London here in the month, or either at the end of this month or the early part of May, I can reach out to Neil and old Musty MC, and I'll be able to say, hey, I got vocabulary. Let's go pub crawling, right? You know, I cannot wait to do that. I feel like I'm just all chuffed right now. So it is what it is. Until we see you again, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well to others, please. Just be nice to them in line. The world is absolutely on fire right now, and all we need is a little bit of love to speak of the words of 4 fine young English lads that invaded America once. Cheers. Be well.